Am I live? Oh, okay, wait a minute. I gotta turn this around. All right, there we go. I was turned around. You guys were looking at my stove. Okay, let me. You guys see the dishes in. Oh, this is Angela with my fairy treasures. Hi. Sorry, guys. You guys see the dishes? Those are clean dishes, so don't think I have dirty dishes in there. Okay, you guys, we're going to continue on with distressing my kitchen cabinets. Okay, let me just see how close we can get. You know what? I could probably get closer with this thing. Okay, so what we're gonna continue distressing my kitchen cabinets. And I won't get started here too quickly, but I'll start explaining what we're gonna do because I want to wait for some people to come on. But we're gonna distress the kitchen cabinets. So I did this one yesterday. We'll distress this one today, or do the painting on it, the distress painting, and then we'll come back over to this one and do some distressing on it. Some distress techniques I like to do. Let me go over to my computer really quick and see if there's anybody on yet. Just a second. Just a second. Okay. Just a second. All right, we don't have anybody on yet, but we'll go ahead and get started though. I'm using this towel to cover up my jeans because these are some nice jeans I really don't want to get painted. Oh, I need to turn my sound down. Just a second. Oh, I need to turn my sound down. Just a second. Oh, I need to turn my sound down. Just a second. I was like, why am I hearing myself? Because I have the sound on. That's why I'm hearing myself. Okay, hopefully in a few minutes we have some people joining in. Until then, we will get started. I'm using acrylic paints. I've been saying this, I'm going to start using chalk paint because I've been experimenting how to make my own chalk paint, which will be another video. But right now I'm using acrylics because I have a ton of acrylics and I really would like to use those acrylics up. So I have this acrylic paint. I only picked this up for $1.75. It was regularly $7 at Hobby Lobby. So it's this turquoisey color. Then I took this turquoisey color and mixed it with some white paint and made it lighter. So I have a third color with this same color just being but way light. And that's my third color. And my second color is this dark blue. And again, I got it for $1.74. And I got a ton of these, you guys. So that's why I'm doing some of this distress work in my kitchen, hoping to use up some paint because I really need to use it up. But after this, I'm going to start distress finishing and painting like armoires in my, like over here, there's an armoire that I'm going to do. A couple other armoires, dressers, so, and I'm going to use the homemade chalk paint that I'm going to be making, so. Okay. Alright, so let's get started. I've been going live for the last 3 days, so hopefully somebody joins me. I've had some people join the last 3 days, but we'll see. Alright, so the first thing I like to do is mist with water. And that is so that you can really get, you can get things really nice and blended. And I use this water bottle. It's a mister. Look how nice that is. Again, you get it at Hobby Lobby for about $5 with a coupon. Okay, so let me get my brush over here. And it's good to mist your brush so you don't work with a dry brush. I'll make everything. Okay, so I'm going to start with this dark blue color. And then this is the last day that I'm going to have a video on these cabinets. I only have not too many cabinets left now to finish up. So I'll finish up offline, but just because it'll be the same thing over and over and over, and I've done enough videos probably on this on my kitchen, distressing the cabinets. But I will do like a whole like picture video where you just see pictures, like, you know, slow pictures with music, so you can see how the whole thing looks together. So if you want to see that. Okay, so here we go. The reason I'm doing it like this up in the corners, that's just to get the corners up there, get the paint up there. Okay. And then bringing it down like this. That's why I tiled it finishing up, because I'm not going to, this is my last video on this. And then, like I said, I'll do like a picture video where it just shows the kitchen all done. And that's what you want to make sure that you do, is see how uneven I have it? You want it to be uneven like this. So when you blend your second color, you'll blend it up into those different little crevices. And then I will bring the camera down closer when we, at the end here. Well, at the end, after we complete the distress painting. Before we start, you know, doing the distressing over here. Okay, next. Oh, and the brushes I'm using are these brushes right here. I got them at Hobby Lobby. And see how they're round? It really helped not to leave like brush marks and stuff. It helps things blend and be really smooth. There's a thing called pixie brushes. I want to try those because Debbie's Design and what is her name? Oh gosh, I can't think of her name. I always talk about her. Maybe it'll come to me. Anyway, they always use pixie brushes, so I want to try some of those too. So I'm probably going to order some of those soon too. Just one last second. Let me check my iPad. Oh, before this gets too dry, make sure you mix that with some water. Just a second. Okay, just want to make sure. Yep, it's all set. Okay. So next, I'm going to use this turquoise color here. And I'm going to blend it up so it blends into the blue, the darker blue. And I cleaned my cabinets first with, I say it every day, but that's fine, because everybody watches all the videos. Ooh, some paint got on my hands. I washed all my cabinets with this. It's called Oil Eater. You get it at Walmart, and you can only get it online. I'm not sure why they don't sell it in the store. It's like around $5. It gets the grease right off your cabinets. And then I primed with Kilz, K-I-L-T-Z. And it's a really good primer. Now, if you use a milk paint, or especially milk paint, but especially chalk paint, it's nice and chalky, so it acts like a self primer. The paint does, so you don't have to prime, which is awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, let's bring this down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take a bunch of the paint off of here. So I'm going to take this brush with hardly any paint on it and just go back over things just so it's smooth, and then add a little water. Again. There we go. And kind of go over things again just to... There we go. That's good. Very nice. Okay. Next. Again, I'm going to mist my brush. So we're not working with a dry brush, so it's a little bit wet. Okay, now I'm going to go with the darker turquoise color. You know what, did I go with... Oh, I don't want to go with the darker turquoise. I want to go with the lighter one. I just went with the darker turquoise color. No major. We can just wipe it off. I'm like, that's the same color. Ooh, some of my primer came off. That's not good. Alright, hopefully everything's good when I do this. Okay. Let me get a different brush. Alright, mist this again. Okay, so let's take this, the lighter blue color. And let's pray that that all stays on there good, because that primer came off, so that's not good. I use that oil eater, and that usually cuts that oil really good, so it's kind of weird. And you can take some of it and blend it up into the blue even. And go all the way up into here if you want, which I think looks cool. We'll spray that with some water in a second. Okay. Let's take some of this down here. Looks good. Add some more water to the whole thing, and if some drips, that's really good too. Drips added to it is really nice. Okay, so we're going to take some of this darker blue and end it. The darker blue that we had up here, we're going to end it with that. I'm going to hold that in my hand. So I'm just keep on adding and just keep going with my brush and blending up. That looks good. Go back down here to the bottom. That looks good. I like how that's blending up. And then let's add a little bit of water to the whole thing. Okay, we're going to add water to all the sides because now I'm going to paint these all this dark blue, like the frame. Okay. My leg, but anyway, kind of, huh? Okay, there we go. I'll turn like this. Or maybe I should turn like, yeah, like that. That's how I'll try to work. It'll be awkward, but that's how I'll try to work so you guys can see. Sorry if I was in the way. Especially when I got down lower. Let me check my computer just a second. Just a second, please. It's not showing me. Okay, that's weird. Right, that's weird. Oh, okay, so that's why. Okay. Just a second, guys. I'm just looking at something here. Okay, because I'm not subscribed, so that's why. Just a second. I'm just looking at my chat here. Okay, is my chat going to be back on or what? I'm looking at my iPad, you guys, real quick, so just a second. I'm having issues with my chat, so just a second. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I'm back. All right. So I'm going to take this the darker blue paint again, and go around the edges here. Making sure you guys can see me. Okay. And then we're going to throw a highlight in the middle. Okay, sorry if I'm coming across in front of you guys. I'm just having to reach over here. Okay, that looks good for the framing. Oh, light on the very bottom. Let's see. Okay, so that looks good. And you guys, I'm going to spray this just so it's nice and wet. I'm going to have you guys hold on for a second. I'm going to go check my other computer. I'm just trying to make sure that my video is live on YouTube because it's weird. Something weird's going on. So just a second. Let me spray this with water. And then I will be right back. Okay, I'm coming back. Hey, Sun and Moon, I'm here. I just went into my on my computer in my office area because something weird was happening with my computer. So anyway, sorry about that. How you doing, girl? I'm just working on these cabinets still. So I just finished doing some distress painting here. And then this one's dry, so I'm going to do some more distressing on this one that's dry. And do some distressing. Finish up this one here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so I just put on some darker blue on the frame part. So I'm going to throw some highlights on here. Right in the middle, just a little bit of this lighter turquoisey color. I'm going to do it to all of it, right in the middle, and at the bottom, and over here. All right, and then to blend that in, what am I doing? Okay. What am I doing? Take some more dark blue and just come in from the sides and hit that, and that'll blend those two together. Just like always, doing some like highlighting in the middle, like when we do our mixed media. Oh, I wanted to tell you, I absolutely loved your last mixed media video. That girl came out gorgeous. I love how you took the Jane Davenport girl and just made it your own. I mean, you just totally, like it was yours. It was fabulous. And I love that color that you used to do the shading. That like magenta color. What kind of, like, are those water-soluble crayons? What were you using? Yeah, I'll wait for you to tell me. It came out gorgeous. I was like, oh, I learned so much from that video. So, thank you. And I might have to scrap lift that magenta color for shading because it is gorgeous. It'll give me an excuse to buy some more art supplies. Like, I need to do that. I need to do that like I need a hole in the head. I need to stay away from buying art supplies. But I will buy that color if you tell me what it is. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take my mister and mist all around those edges And actually the whole darn thing. Let's just miss the whole thing. Oh, I see some blue at the very top that I missed. Up here. Oh, no, I didn't miss it. It just got a little bit highlighted from the highlighter. All right, perfect. Let me see what you said. You can put them, get them at Staples online, or when I purchased them several years ago. They are cheap and easy to use. Oh, Portfolio soil water soluble oils. Oh, so they're Portfolio water soluble oils. That's cool. And I saw it, seeing you. Did you use water when you did it, or did you just? It looked like you just rubbed your finger right away. Like you just started rubbing your finger right after you applied it. Staples. I think that's what I have by me, or do I have an Office Max? I can't remember. But I have to get those because I have to have that color. Do you like a lot of the colors in there? Are a lot of the colors like that? Just seems like it's really vibrant, and I don't know. I really like it. Do you like a lot of the colors in there? Are there a lot of vibrant colors or? And when you say they're cheap, okay, cool. When you say they're cheap, like around how much did you pay for them? I'm just blending. I'm kind of messing up my blending. Okay, here we go. That looks good. Okay, I should leave it alone. Okay. All right, I'm liking this. Okay, what did you say? Yes, I'm rubbing my fingers on them, buttery, and can be used as watercolors. I got the box of, you got the box of 12, less than $10. Oh my God, that's awesome. And how nice they are. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll be getting those to add to my stash of stuff because those are nice. Really nice. And to hear that they're not expensive, awesome. I have heard of those before. I just hadn't used them, but I have heard of them before. And now that you say that, I have seen people use those before, and I liked them when I saw them. I just didn't know where people got them at, so. Do you know if they have them at Hobby Lobby? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that brand there. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to head over to this cabinet that's dry and do some distressing on that. So, and we'll let this dry here. And can I come in close? Let me, you know what? When I've been coming in close, it's been getting all foggy and stuff. So let me see. Cool. It's not as foggy today. So that's what we have going right now. And it just gets better and better over time as it dries and as the water and keep meshing with all the colors. Okay, so let's come back in. Oh, not that much. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit, but not. There we go. Oh, okay, buffering. I know. And you know what's weird is that my husband, he went ahead and just for me to be able to stream, he went ahead and just upgraded. It wasn't that much more, like another $25 or something to upgrade to have a better, stronger Wi-Fi signal. And it still isn't as clear as other people's. So I don't know. I think we have Cox for our streaming, so, or for our Wi-Fi. So I don't know. Okay. So we're going to go over to this one now. Right here. See the difference between this one and this one? Look how this one looks more smooth. That's what that'll do once it dries. Once everything dries and blends further into each other. Okay. Are you back yet, or are you still buffering? All right, I'm gonna clean up a little bit here so I can do some. Let me just clean up a little bit. I gotta make room so I can stencil. Oops, wrong plate. Did you say you're still buffering, or? Because I'll wait a second because I want to I don't want to go ahead without you. Hopefully you're not still buffering. My Wi-Fi is garbage. My Wi-Fi is garbage. I keep losing it. Okay, don't worry about it. Thank you for coming and listening to me and keep me company in my kitchen as much as you can with it. I understand. I was just talking about my Wi-Fi. It's not that great either. And my husband paid a little extra for the damn thing, and it still isn't that great. So, I don't know. I think it has to do with like how many people are on it at the same time, maybe, or maybe it's YouTube. I don't always know if it's us. So, okay, I'm going to use this stencil right here. I did this yesterday, and it's script stenciling. It's really pretty. And it's just very like Italian or Parisian looking, something like that. And then after that, so we're going to do that and do it so it's not very, so it's not like real noticeable, like so it's like here and there, like it's, like it's being rubbed off over time. And then I'll do this Cafe Paris, which I've been doing. I'm going to do that on this cabinet and this cabinet. And then I did Cafe Paris right here. So then it all will be like a little match set. Okay, so first we're doing this. I need a brush. And Sun Moon, you come in and come out when you can. I completely understand. Okay, I just wet my brush a little bit. It's so much, everything goes on so much smoother with a wet brush, so I just misted it a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take some black paint, and that's what I'm going to use to do this stenciling. Let me move myself out of the camera way, the way of the camera. I'm going to stay up late tonight and really bust out these cabinets. I want to get this whole section over here done so that hopefully in the morning I can wake up and I can just clear coat the cabinets. I am using a clear sealer on this, a water-based clear sealer, like 2 coats because it is my kitchen. So I want it to be very wipeable, and it's a kitchen, so, it's attacked with oil. Cool. Awesome. And I like just being like the more like, haphazard, the better. Because it really looks like it's just some writing that just faded off, and some writing that's here and there, like it faded off over time. Gives more age look. Cool. That looks good. Alright, so done with that one. Now we will go to, let me just let this dry for just a second. I'm just fanning this for just a second. Alright, that should be dry. Yeah, it's acrylic paint, it dries really quick. And I'm just using this right here, this paint, just some acrylic paint for my stenciling. Oh, and I have some tape on here, if the tape is still good. Yeah, it is. And we will tape this on. The tape on the bottom, I think that's useless now. Okay. Just want to get it kind of in the middle. Okay, let me get some more tape here. I like taping. The ones that I want a little bit more precise, I do like taping them so then I don't have to worry about holding it. But I think it works better for the script stencil to actually hold it, because then it makes it just even more, so it's not, so it makes it real uneven. So, and I kind of want this stencil to be uneven too, in a way. Like if some parts I don't really get really good, and they look kind of light, awesome. Hair's not in the way. Yeah, good. Okay, let's take a look at that. Awesome. Love it. Okay. Take that off. I love it. So, yeah, you can see it from there. I'll try to come in a little bit closer, but what's nice about this is some of it didn't take super well right here, so it looks like a little, like it got rubbed off a little bit, which is perfect. So I like it so that it looks a little bit distressed. That looks good. And if you want, you can always take your sander and even sand off some of this right here, just to make it look a little more distressed. In fact, I think I'll do that. Let me get my little sand block. Okay. So I'm going to take my little sand block and just sand that a little bit. Hopefully it's dry enough for me to do that. Perfect. Just a little bit, just to distress it a little bit. even need a ton of distressing, just that little bit is perfect. Okay. Next, we are going to do, let me get rid of, oh, do I need more of this? I'm trying to think if I'm going to do anything else with the black. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to use my Cool Andy Skinner stencil. Let me wipe off my hands. Okay. So I've shown this over the last couple of times I've been on video, but I'm going to use this stencil. Look how cool that is. Isn't that neat? Looks very Tim Holtz, but it's Andy Skinner. And then I love this one. It's my newest one. So I want to take, okay, I'm going to use this. I haven't used this stencil yet, but I'm going to take that right here and stencil that on, like, right here somewhere. Okay, let's do it over here to the side a little bit. Cool. Oh, I love it. And even my stencil kind of slipped, and that looks cool. So I'm good with Wyatt. Trying to see if there's anything else on here I want. Can I do now? Yeah, for right now, I'm not going to use this one again. I'm going to use my other Andy Skinner. I like that though, right there, that number that I put on there. I'm going to use this 751 right there. I'm going to put that over here on the side here. Let's bring it like that. Cool. Love that. I'm going to take the, right here it says oil pressure. I'm going to put that over here. Cool. And then I'll come up, I'll bring you guys in close in just a second so you can see these different things that I'm putting in here. There's a number 152. I'll put that here in the corner. And I just think this adds that, I don't know, steampunky funkiness to the whole thing. I love it. I love it. And then we'll do something down here. We'll do this number 152 industrial, and then I'll do a close-up so you guys can see. It barely shows up on the bottom, but I'm good with it. Still looks really cool. I'm going to do another number here. For the heck of it. Alright, that looks good. And then I like to just throw these around just a little bit. I love these right here. That one right there, it says number 15. And it has like a little circle around it. Gonna put it right there. And we'll put it where else? We'll put it down at the bottom. I just think it looks cool because it's kind of showing up here and there. Cool. So I think that looks good. Now let me let you guys come in close so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can zoom in so you guys can see all that stenciling. Okay. I don't know if you guys are seeing that stenciling or not. Okay, let me zoom back out, and then I'm just gonna, it's gonna get crazy. Oops. Okay, it's gonna get crazy for a second, but I'm gonna bring my camera down manually, okay? So you guys can see what I'm talking about. Hopefully. Okay, so see how I stenciled those numbers on there? Cool, huh? At least I think it's cool. Okay, let me show you another place that I stenciled the numbers. Oh, no, that's down. I need to go down lower. See how I put those numbers there? And then I did a 7, 5. See if I get my camera right. Okay, see there's a 7, 5, 1 right there on the side. So I just think that that looks really cool, putting those kind of things around it. Okay, it's going to be crazy for a second till I get my camera back up. Okay, just a second. I'm coming back down. Where are we at? Do I need to bring it back up? I had my camera perfect, of course, and then I brought it down to show you guys. Okay. Oh my goodness, my camera's gone crazy. Just a second, guys. There we go. Okay, we're working on this cabinet right here. Okay, I think that's good. Whew, causing myself to sweat. Okay, I think we had someone else join in. Hi, Elise. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me. I was just showing how I'm putting some distressing on this cabinet. I just did a Cafe Paris stencil. That's what's here. I even sanded it when I was done. That's why it looks kind of like haphazard, like it's faded in and out till it looks old. So I used my sand block. I just took like a Andy Skinner stencil. And if you can see right here, hopefully, I have 751 stenciled here. I have numbers stenciled here, here, here. Over here, I have something that says oil pressure. And yeah, it has nothing to do with, you know, my kitchen, but I think it looks cool. And we did some script stenciling here. So, and when we're done, I'm going to bring it back down again. And I think I might bring the camera down. Oh, thank you, Elise. You know what, Elise? And also, who else is on here? Sun Moon. You guys, let me experiment with the camera for a second. It's going to be shaky for a second. But I'm going to try bringing my camera actually down to the ground and seeing if that doesn't work better. So just bear with me. Bear with me. If it doesn't work, we will do something else. But this might work. Might work better. Let's see. Okay, we got to zoom all the way out. Oh, see, I think I like this better. Okay. This might be the answer. Okay, so you can, hopefully you can see it better. You can see all the cool stuff that I've done. like all the cool numbers, the oil pressure, the 751 over here. Elisa, can you see better? Oh, I'm looking at my computer. Yeah, it is better. Oh my God, that's so much better. I had my camera set up on my stove looking down, but this is so much better on the ground. Learn something new every day. Okay, so now I'm going to add some more distressing things to this. Okay, let me get set up for that. I'm going to use some dark paint, really dark. I got this for like 75 cents. It's Fine Touch from Hobby Lobby. It's regularly $3, but I got it on clearance, like I do everything. But this makes this dark brown makes a good like aged look. Okay, so I'm going to mix this with some water here. Hi, Deidre. Hi, Deidre. Okay, good. Way better. Isn't that way better? I don't know why I never thought before to take the darn thing off the stove and bring it, like, you know, ground level. Anyway, live and learn. Okay. I guess we should give ourselves a break. We're not professional, you know, we're all not professional at this filming thing, but we're learning. Okay, where is my spatula? Here it is. Okay, so I'm taking that dark brown paint and this right here, okay? And I'm just taking a little bit on my spatula, this little triangular one, okay? And I'm gonna go right here in the corner, go out, and then go in the corner and go down. So what you're doing is you're just getting like a little bit of that muckiness or that aging. I shouldn't say muckiness. I'm talking about my kitchen. Some aging going in the corners. And then I have my mister bottle. I'm going to spray water there. And what it does is it starts dripping. And that's cool. You want the drips. Ooh, make sure the newspaper's there. You want the drips, because the drips is going to make it look more agey. You're going to have drips all over your whole piece, which I just think adds to the age, you know, and the distress. So I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. And I like to use this spatula like this because then it doesn't give me anything even. What's cool about this, you can't really make a mistake. Not really. Okay. Just a second, guys. I'm reading chat. Oh, here, let me just spray this while I need to spray that. Okay. Thanks first. I want to do this. Yeah, Elise, for sure. I'm going to do furniture after this. I have 3 armoires in my house I want to do. I have 2 dressers that have doors on top of them, which I use in my craft room and my art studio. I have like a little hutch. I have so much stuff so I'm going to be doing a lot of videos. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff around my house. I'm excited. Oh, good, Sun and Moon. The pastel, Portfolio Pastel showed up at, I think you said Staples. Awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. Oh, wait. Did you, okay, wait a minute. Okay, so Sun and Moon, is it at Staples you looked it up, or is it at Michael's that you looked it up? The those water soluble crayons. Oh wait, you told me. Here's the link to the pastels. They are made by Crayola, and Michael's carries them online. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just read further up. Okay, so Michael's online. Very good. Thank you, hon. I appreciate you doing that research for me. Girls, you guys need to go visit Sun and Moon Arts. She does beautiful mixed media, and she just did this beautiful girl, and it was just, it was gorgeous. And the color she used to shade was gorgeous, and that's why I was asking her about what was the, I thought it was water soluble crayons, but they're oil based and they're water soluble. So, but go check her out. Her art is beautiful. She's doing all kinds of videos, mixed media videos, and you can learn a lot from her. Very talented artist. Okay, so I'm putting some more of that darkness right over here in the bottom, and then more water. This is kind of like when you're doing mixed media and you want to drop some ink on your page, just for like ink drips everywhere. It's like that. It's that same effect. Okay, I'm going to do some more. Oh my god, I can't believe how much better and how much easier it looks putting my camera on the ground. Oh my god, I should have thought of that a long time ago. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of this dark brown up here, and then I'm going to bring some down in the, like, so that it also give it a little head start to start dripping. So go across and then go down in the middle like that. And like I said, there's no right or wrong to any of this. And if you don't like this part, like you don't like all this drips over your work, and you're like, you're ruining it, then don't do it. Do what you want. There's no right or wrong answer. Okay, I want to take a little of this off. I've got a little carried away. Okay, there we go. See, there it is. I had a little bit too much on my little spatula thing. Okay, that I like that better. And I love all these drips dripping right over the Cafe Paris. I think that looks really good. Let me see if I want to put any more. Yeah, I do. Let's take some more dark brown and go right here. Right there. Spray with water. And if it doesn't move enough, then kind of hit it with the spatula and help it out. Help a sister out. There we go. All right, we'll take a little bit more. Okay, let me take a little bit more over here. Oh, Sun and Moon, I know that you, do you knit or crochet? I can't remember which one you do, but Michaels has their, oh, what brand is it? Okay, when you go there, you'll see it. But one of their brands, it's a nice brand. It's only $4 a skein. It's only $2 a skein. And yesterday they had a 20 off of 50. So you could buy $50 worth of yarn for $30. And it's $2 a skein, but it only came out to $1.20 yesterday. So, but even $2 a skein is good. And I would look out because there's probably going to be another coupon this week. They do all these surprise coupons. And they'll probably go down to $1.20 again this week. So you might just want to wait, or you might want to go check it out. $2 a skein is still good, but I did get it for $1.20. And I'm trying to think of the name of the darn yarn. Hopefully it comes to my brain. But I wanted to tell you about that because it's a really good deal on yarn. Really good deal. That's when I always get my yarn. I stock up when they have the clearances like that. Otherwise, I don't buy it. I just wait till it goes on clearance. It always does. Oh, I'm doing some here at the bottom. And again, let's help it out. There we go. Okay, so we've gotten some nice muck up on this. I think we're good. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this same dark brown. I'm going to take this same dark brown and take my mister bottle. I almost sprayed myself in the face. Okay, and just really water this down because we're going to do some splatters. Okay, so just like we do in the mixed media. Okay, let me wet my brush too. Okay. All right, so let's get our, oh, and to make these splatters, I'm using this fan brush, this big one. You don't have to use a fan brush for splatters if you haven't done splatters. You can use a toothbrush. You can use just a regular paintbrush. A stiffer paintbrush would be better. It'll make it easier on you. But I love doing a fan brush. Okay, so let's just go ahead and hit this. And I'm fine if it hits like, if it hits the cover it next to it, because I do splatters over everything. So I'm good with that. It'll just give it a head start. Like if I hit that cupboard over there with some splatters, it's all good. Got my floor protected with newspaper, so I'm good with that. Okay. That looks awesome. Love that. Alyssa, I got the spray bottle, this mister. Yeah, let me show it to you. Oh, sorry about my hands. There it is. I got this mister, and it's a fine mist at Hobby Lobby. If you use, it's like about $10, but if you use a coupon, you get it for like about $6. So it's great. Yeah. I want a second one of these, so I just have 2 on hand. Because if it ever breaks or whatever, I want to have another one because I love that mister. Okay, what am I doing next? You start talking and you can't remember what the heck you're doing. What am I doing? Okay, I did the splatters, I did that. Okay, now I want to add some gold. Okay, I like to, oh no, before I do that, okay, I got it. I'm gonna miss, again, this, smaller fan brush. Let me get this out of the way before I mess up. You're so welcome, Alyssa. Okay, I'm going to use this. Oh, wait. I'm going to use, I'll just put this brush. Well, I'll just put it right here. I'm going to use this again, this dark brown again. And just load up my, this is a smaller fan brush. And the reason I like working with the fan brush is, like I said, because it makes things not very even. Do I have enough brown paint left here? I don't know. I need to put a little bit more. So I'm using this dark brown paint here. I'm going to mist it with just a little bit of water. I don't need it to be real inky, but just not so thick. Okay. There we go. So in here in the middle, it's recessed in the middle here. There's all this recession, like it goes like this, and then it goes like that, and then it goes down. So in those recesses, doesn't, like, you know, it ages over time, all those little recesses. And if you kind of get out of the lines too much, you can wipe it off like I just did. Anyway. So here and there, I just want to use, I want to just go in those recesses. Because that's where aging happens, right? In corners and the recesses. And then I'm going to take my mister again and spray all in those recess areas so that it just looks really natural. Blend down. There you go. Drip. Yeah, that looks good. You know what? I feel like there needs to be a little bit of brown muckiness right there. And I feel like there needs to be a little bit more of that brown muckiness here. So if you don't have that little spatula, you can even use this fan brush. So. And actually, I didn't mean to use this small fan brush. Well, yeah, I did. I need to rinse this. So just a second. I'm going to rinse this little small fan brush because now I'm going to do this. Use this Inka Gold. I'm using the Inka Gold in gold. And you get these, if you haven't ever used Inka Gold before, you get these at, I get mine at Joann's. They're not cheap. They're like $8 or $9, but of course I always use a coupon or wait till they're on sale so I can at least pick them up for $4 or $5. But they last forever. Now, if they dry out, I learned this trick on YouTube. You just use glycerin. Even if it's hard chunks, just put the glycerin in there, and then let it sit for an hour, and then take a butter knife and you'll be able to start working out those chunks, and then it goes real smooth again. And then the glycerin acts as a preservative so that it doesn't I guess if you live somewhere where it's has a lot of moisture, it can start molding, so that the glycerin will stop it from molding. And then you can keep a baby wipe in there and you'll keep it so you'll never have that problem again of it drying out. So I've had to do it to almost all my Inca Golds because it comes in not just gold, it comes in all different colors. Okay, let me really quickly rinse out my brush because we're going to use this same brush for the Inca Gold. Just a second. I got to get up. Oh, you guys are going to see my legs. Okay. Whew, thank God I have this little wheelie cart thing. My husband has one of those chairs with the wheels that guys have like in auto shop, so I've definitely taken that from him. Okay. So I think this is our last step. Let's see if there's any questions. Oh, Alyssa, you had one too that dried out. Yeah, they all dry out. Like after like a year or 6 months, they'll dry out. But yeah, use the glycerin. I've done it to all of them because I have like 5 or 6, 7 different colors. They all dried out. But glycerin will reconstitute it, and then keep a baby wipe in there. And look, I forgot to put my baby wipe in there. I better do that. Or wet paper towel. Either way. Okay, so I'm going to take my fan brush. I try to share that tip with everybody because this stuff is not cheap. And look how much I've had this same. I've only ever bought one Inca Gold in gold. I've had this for like ever. So, and you can have them forever. So that's why I try to share that with everybody. Okay. I just want to put some gold here and there. Even though this is totally grunged up and it's distressed, I love, even in my mixed media, just to add a little gold. And doing it with the fan brush, again, gives you that look like you didn't just paint it on. We're also going to hit it with some water, so. These craft supplies can be expensive, so we can't be like, you know, having things dry up and then just throw them away. I mean, I'm sure the company would be happy. That's probably why they dry out. They probably make them dry out, so then people have to go buy another one. I think Little Rhonda Lee, here on YouTube, she's the one who told me about that. She saw one of my mixed media videos. I opened it up, and the darn thing was like, you know, it was dried out. And I was about to throw it away, and then she said that to me. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you. So cool. Everybody on YouTube in the crafting community is so cool. Everybody helps everyone out, and for the most part. I mean, I know there's some trolls here and there, but for the most part, everybody's super cool to each other. Okay, so I just added my gold here and there. I'm going to add a little cross here. I'm going to spray some with water now. Come on, brush. This brush is getting kind of gooked. Let me get some water on it. Where's my sprayer? There we go. Okay. All right, that's good for that. Okay, so now I'm going to take my mister and I'm going to spray all those little areas that I just did the gold on. And you can kind of, if you just want to, if you feel like it needs to like blend out a little bit more, just touch it with your finger a little bit. Okay, and it'll just blend it out a little bit more if you feel like it needs it. Like I feel like it needs it a little bit more blending out. That looks good, that looks good. Well, let's blend that out a little bit more. Cool. Love it. I'm just looking and seeing what you guys are seeing. Okay, you guys, that is it for this one. And I said this is the end of this series. Just one second. Let me just read the read some messages here. Elise, seriously, the friendliest people for sure. Yeah, people here are so many. There's, you know, I know there's trolls here and there, but there's more friendly people, especially in the crafting community, than there are trolls for sure. Seriously, the friendliest people. Looks fantastic. Thank you, Deidre. Thank you, thank you. Okay, you guys, so that is it for this. In fact, this is it for this series. If you haven't watched me do my other kitchen cabinets, you can go back, because I have, like, I don't know how many videos I've done so far on these cabinets. A lot. And it's going to be the same thing, repeated over and over and over. The stencil, like this says Cafe Paris. I have some other stencils. I'll show you the other stencils I have. But I have some other stencils that I'll be using as far as the focal points in the middle. But it'll be the same steps over and over and over. So, and I've done enough videos. I don't want to keep boring people at this point. But I will take pictures of my kitchen when I'm done and make like a video out of all the pictures. And then starting next week, probably I'll be done with my kitchen. And next week I'll start with doing armoires and dressers and all that stuff. And in between, I'll be doing my mixed media videos. So I'm going to be busy. All right, so I wanted to show you this stencil. This is another stencil that I have that I love. Isn't that cool? These are all very, like, I don't know, Parisian, Paris, like you're in Italy or Paris or something like that. So I used this one yesterday on another cabinet, which I love. And then this Paris stamp here. Isn't that cool? And these, okay, these stencils are pretty big. See how they are, like, right there. I got these stencils at Tuesday Morning, and they've had them there several times. So, and I only picked them up for $1.99, you guys, something like that. So be looking out for those stencils. And then, of course, I have this Cafe Paris stencil here that you guys see. So, oh, and even this one, because I did some script. See the background? You can see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's some script that fades in and fades out. I did it very, you know, halfway, so it didn't look like, it looked like it was almost rubbing off. And I used this script stamp, if you didn't come on before that. And you can get this one, I also got at Tuesday Morning for right around $1.99. So always be checking. And then for like the numbers and stuff, I know I'm repeating myself for some people, but some people came on a little bit later. See how I have oil pressure here, and I have 751 here, and I have numbers here, numbers here. Okay, all of that was done with this Andy Skinner stencil, which again I got at Tuesday Morning. You guys have to check Tuesday Morning out for the stencils. I probably paid $1 for this. And these stencils aren't cheap normally, but I always want to say Hobby Lobby because I go there too. But Tuesday Morning always seems to have the good stencils for amazing prices. You'll pay $1 or $2, at the most $3, but I rarely ever pay $3. I used to pay $1 or $2. Okay, let me see if there's any other questions. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I totally appreciate you guys coming on and checking this whole thing out. Like I said, if you missed any of the series and you want to see how, like I did the distress finish as far as the painting part, then check out my other videos. Let me just read one more comment. I can see, I know you are naturally talented in drawing and painting freehand, but I'm terrible. So the stencils are going to save you. Yes, the stencils are awesome. And I'm glad I told you guys that information of where to buy the stencils at a good price. Also, check Hobby Lobby. This year they're doing that 75% off again like they did last year. And I picked up a ton of stencils that way also. For how much? Again, for $1, 50 cents. It's crazy. So just keep an eye out. My Hobby Lobby has already had that sale, that clearance at 75% off in the craft section, but some people haven't had that yet. They're still buying stuff, so just check it out, and definitely check out Tuesday Morning. Okay, you guys, that is it for this one. Let me make sure there's no more questions. Yeah, keep your eye out for those stencils. You can never buy, and this is what I have to say. I keep saying I'm going to go, and I don't go. you can never buy enough stencils. I mean, in my opinion, and I'm not trying to brag, I have an awesome stencil collection. But the reason is because I went to Tuesday Morning and I picked them up for, you know, $1 or $2. And then I copped that sale at Hobby Lobby over the years. So, and those are something that you're going to use over and over and over. And even sometimes if you see a stencil and it's $4 or $5, still pick it up if you really like it, because you're going to use it over and over. So, yeah, I think it's well worth it. And stamps, too. I love stamps. Okay, you guys, that is it for this one. Like I said, I'll be on the rest of the week with probably mixed media videos, and I'll be working on my rest of my cabinets off camera, and then I'll show you guys pictures, okay? All right, thank you guys so much. You guys are such sweeties. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.